So I wanted to clean the underside of the laser on a 3202 from replacing the laser in the past. I know that there can be a lot of dust underneath it. I haven't done that, haven't had to have the laser out in a few years. So when you open up the paper magazine doors, the laser ends up being right underneath here, and you can see all that dust that's on there. To get to that, you have to take off this shroud, which seems easy, but it has two pieces, and this piece sort of has this black tar, I imagine maybe it was rubber at some point, that holds it on to this, along with two screws that are in the back. And if you don't take this piece off, you can't get this larger piece to slide out. And this is the front of it, so this fits, and here it fits up top. On the back side of the machine, you do have to access that in order to, oh, actually look at this. I could have left this piece in. Ah, damn it, that was very hard to get off. I think that's how I did that last time. Shoot. So this back piece could have been left in, and then there's two screws on the front. There's two sets of screws on either side. One of them holds a silver plate that goes over this. There's fans underneath there. I'm not 100% sure whether you had to take that off, but there were two more screws back here. Anyway, all that came off. I did have to have access to the back in order to get these screws off of this. And now I'm going to vacuum all this out. You can see all this dust, especially underneath the laser. You can see how crusty it is up there on the cooling vents. That is the bottom of the laser unit. This is a Noritsu 3202. So as far as I can tell on these two pieces, there's this lower piece here that holds the fan, and then this longer piece. When you go to put them back together, I do think you have to take them both out at the same time, and boy, to get them back in there is really hard. I think you have to put in the big piece first, and then afterwards try and slide this over, but there's not very much room to get this other piece in. But that's the way it came out, is that I was able to get the lower piece out first, and then I was able to slide this thing out. The bigger piece has a bit of a lip that you have to slide it out to the left. You have to slide it down and out to the left, and you can't slide the whole thing in with this piece on there. And just to be clear, I don't actually have the fans in there right now. This piece will fit in on the bottom piece, and it's got the fans in it. There's a couple of little connectors there on the right hand side that I have taken off, but while I'm putting in the big shroud, I don't have that in.